Yes. Okay.
Well, I'm only doing it because when I tend to join in, Laura stops because she has to think of Lindsay, and that
Yeah,
usually stops her in her tracks.
yeah. It
Coward.
adds an awkward, like, oh man, that's weird. That's like my sister.
Yeah.
Coward.
You just say coward. Dude. I feel like you should let her finish the sentence of "that's like my sister" before you said coward.
Even more so. You think I stop when my sister's around? The fuck?
I don't think you talk about your sister's.
She has no balls. However, she does own boobs, breasts, titties, and jugs. That's for sure.
Congrats! Wow, she's got 3 stats. That's impressive.
4.
Oh, that is
Right.
4. I can't count that high anymore.
Let's let Doctor recap.
So, in our last stretch of adventure, you had a conversation. You had a conversation, which I'm not going to put any adjectives to, with Mr. Windrunnen about several things, issues, and matters even.
Wow.
He exchanged some stuff for mostly stories that you had to share with him. And in the following day, you did your morning routines, check up with the matron of Rada's orphanage, put an ear out for the news, which informed you that Mr. Windrunnen is releasing a new book this coming Thursday, as well as some other related things in the news. Some conversations were had with Miss Windrunnen about the suits that are being tailored for the ball that you're attending at the same evening, and we had left off with you visiting the guard station and speaking with a guard that doesn't seem as sharp as Lucina is about missing adventurers over the years, or rather adventures that had passed through the city over the years and that maybe had not been accounted for in the best of ways. So that happened, and we left off with you guys being having collected some information from this station. It's now early afternoon, more or less, and you have some hours ahead of you to do this investigating before the time that you had scheduled with Miss Windrunnen to do some final fittings on the clothes is at bay.
How long has Lucina been leader of the guard?
Not long.
Yes, not very long. It's been maybe 3 or 4 years.
That's what I
When did
thought.
all the vampire stuff start in?
Marco got here 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Yes.
Did you want more cleavage on this character or just bigger boobs?
I have 0 context. That's so funny.
Bigger boobs.
Just bigger boobs. Okay.
Yes.
Aside from
The
a little
cleavage, the cleavage could even be a little, well, not less. I think it's just right.
The cleavage
Also,
connoisseur over here.
I was actually gonna be like, there wasn't much cleavage out. But... Anyway,
Yep.
I'm gonna be a little bit quiet. You guys figure it out.
Yeah, with that little comedic interjection out of the way, what are you guys' plans?
Well, we have the address of the people who knew. What was his name? Going back in my notes. The hero, Xander? Oh, wait.
Yes.
Yeah, Xander Redwing.
Correct.
So we could go try and find them, see what they know about him and why he disappeared. After that, if we still have time, we can go try and find anyone who knew those others who went missing.
Okay.
I think
Right.
I'm confusing information I got in a different game about some adventurers with this one. You didn't tell me anything about why he left. I wouldn't know, right?
He disappeared.
Right, but like, I wouldn't know anything else surrounding that.
Yeah, I think Noah hadn't heard of him.
Okay. I think I'm just confused.
I think Mizell had only heard of him just like very, very lightly in passing from previous investigations.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
he was not cool enough to make it into the books.
Valid. With a name like that.
It's a normal name, not worthy of criticism nor praise.
Well, the address we were given was like half past Speaker's house on Furs Road, something right around in this area.
Yep.
And we were previously down here in Guard Barracks land.
Okay. We go. We search. We help Mizell because he got the eyes.
I have one question though.
One.
If I just look at you. I would never make a mistake like that. If I say one, I have one question. If we're going to go investigate and talk to all these people, then hang on, I'm lagging IRL. Shit, dude. I actually just like blue screened IRL.
Got him.
If we're insane, if we're going to go talk to all these people before we head to the ball, how willing are we to spend our personal resources on anything? And I'm asking simply because I wouldn't want to be magically exhausted by the time we do get to the ball.
Marco said that we might run into one of his mistresses there. So there's a chance we'll have to fight tonight. I would save what strength you can. But we can also sit down for a little bit if we need to.
That doesn't do all that much for me, personally. So if it's all right, I'm absolutely willing to come along, but my assistance beyond conversation and a few minor magical interactions ideally won't be too elaborate.
It's understandable. We should be able to take care of most of it.
All right. Since we are looking probably at having a serious fight tonight, I'd like to be at full force.
Agreed.
Just remember, we don't want to fight in the middle of the ball. Bystanders could get hurt.
You gotta make sure to be thinking about collateral.
See, I do wonder if these people are actually bystanders or if they're all somehow complicit simply by being there.
Could be either way. Marco hasn't given us much in the way of details.
Do we have any ways of communicating with one another once we're at the ball? In subtle ways? Or are we going to all stick together? I think that's also worth talking about.
Telepathic bond when we leveled up.
No, I didn't, motherfucker.
Then the
Was that the
answer
spell?
is
Was that the one you were trying to think of before this session?
Everyone wants someone to have telepathic bond. Nobody wants to get it for themselves. Incredible.
I cannot. It is bard and wizard only.
Okay,
Did
so,
you ever ask me? If you really wanted to, you could have asked me.
Okay, so
I
hear
mean,
me,
do you
Alex.
want to throw it on my list? I'll take it, bitch.
I don't want to, but if you were really interested, you would have asked.
That's not how this works. Wait, hold on. Don't put that on him. It's not on my spell list, therefore I didn't ask. Well, if you really wanted to.
I mean, you could have. If
I
you
have
really wanted.
telepathic magic. I've talked to the party a lot. Can I develop a way to talk to the entire party and let them talk back, DM?
I mean, maybe you could have, but not now.
Wow, I can work on it all day though.
Anyway, for now, nobody has gotten it, so
I would have
Yeah,
taken
my only reason, honestly, and maybe this is like so stupid, but I'm trying not to overlap even with ID. Not in this realm at all, but I'm like, we see these spells being cast every Monday. I don't want to like double up, you know?
that's no. I think that's fair.
This spell list
That
is
is a
so
valid-
fucking vast. Like, why am I gonna come here and do the same shit you do on Monday? It's like, bro, have
Just
your own
reflavor.
thoughts.
Just reflavor it.
No, has to be a completely different spell. Anyway, my question is, if we don't have a way to do so, are we intending on all sticking together for the entire duration of the party? Or
think
are
we
we
could
looking
maybe-
to split?
We could maybe break up into smaller groups and come up with some sort of like hand signals for a couple basic sort of messages that we want to try and get home.
I've
Oh
read-
man, paw
I read in a
signals,
book one time,
paw signs, claw signs.
actually, I read in a book one time that hunters, while out hunting, used to make bird noises at one another to communicate.
Well, in the wild, the bird noise makes a lot of sense. Inside the confines of a ball, a bird noise might be a little more particular.
But maybe something of that nature?
Yeah.
I guess hand signs are not
Can I
bad
give
either.
them like a very like rough rundown course in fuck, what's the rogue language? My brain is
Thieves'
asleep.
can't.
Yeah.
See, thieves can't.
Yeah, that one.
That's Brenlin.
Oh my lord.
That's the portable hole.
Wow.
God.
Wow.
I alley-ooped myself. That was impressive.
But that was solid as shit. Fuck. High five. Receive a digital high five for that one.
Thanks.
Oh god.
Sorry. about
Anyway,
how sweaty
DM,
I'm
can he
anxious.
do that? Have him give
Can
us
what?
a
Oh, we
lowdown.
lost the DM. Oh no, God, come back. I'm sorry. Don't forsake us,
What
God.
what is the question?
Can Mizell give them like a rundown of a couple of like signs and phrases of Thieves' Cant that we can use to like pass a couple of messages back and forth during the ball?
Who has the lowest intelligence amongst everyone that is learning?
Me.
Lilia.
Okay,
My
Lilia, make an
intelligence is 8.
It's
unskilled
sub
intelligence
10.
check.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
All of my
It's
intelligence
sub
checks.
10? Oh my lord.
Yeah, it has been. Why do you think I was having you fucking teach her how to read? Girls doom.
I
Dude.
thought you were just role playing, bro.
But it's a barbarian. What did you expect? Okay, 3.
I don't know what I expected. That's so funny.
Wait, can anyone give her advantage on this?
You can.
No.
Okay, so because you're trying to teach, like you're trying to teach the whole group, right? So all of the group needs to know the signs, or it's not really effective communication. Given that Lilia is struggling quite a bit, you managed to teach. You managed to get the incredible number of 1 sign down for everyone.
One
the
sign?
Let's go.
What's the
It's
sign?
all that she can memorize in this brief span of time. Thieves' Cant is not like, it's one it's one phrase or one
It's
word
very
or something
subtle,
like
yeah.
that. But Thieves' Cant takes like months or years for you to get like properly acclimated to. It's
Okay.
not something you can just teach someone in an afternoon. You're
Okay,
not
no.
even using
Phrase
the whole
makes
afternoon.
more sense. When you said sign, I was just like, I feel like she could figure out more than one sign.
Yeah, no. It's a one code, like something like,
Yeah. It's like
press
the
him
dark-
for more details, like something like that.
Yeah.
What is the
Okay.
sign?
For a sec.
You can decide what the sign is.
Oh god.
Well, teacher.
I mean,
senpai?
it should be something along the lines of just like meet up. Let's meet up or something like that. It should probably be like that.
Meet up at the rendezvous.
Yeah, meet up at wherever XY, like meet up over
Over yonder.
where I
Right.
am, like, and we'll have to just move to like wherever we want to talk.
In my
There
head,
should
it was that as like, oh, it's gonna be like the outcome of the roll, like divided by like 4 or 3 or something like that. And then she rolled like a 3. I was like, yep, 1. 1 is
Yep. Yep. All right. So this should be pretty simple. If you've learned something and we need to gather, what you need to do is there will be food at the ball, I'm sure. Find a piece of meat and in conversation, gesture at the direction that you think we should meet up. Get it? Meat means meat.
Meat means meat. Meat means meat. Okay, I can
Are we
remember
sh-
that.
Are we sure it's a good idea to leave him in charge of these signs?
Meat means meat.
What's
Well,
that supposed to mean?
Meat.
I'm the one that's trained in this.
Is that actually a roguish hand sign?
Exactly, but I'm making things up to make it easy.
Right, so we'll point at meat.
No, you hold the piece of meat.
Aren't you a vegetarian?
We'll figure that part out. I'm sure they have fake meat.
I have to know whether what you're holding's real meat or fake meat.
no,
Don't-
don't- now you've annoyed the girl. Both of you stop arguing. You're
I
doing
don't know about
fine,
this, y'all.
sweetie.
Is fish meat? Because some people don't think it is. Like,
I think that makes you a pescatarian.
Oh dear. Also, yes.
Could have a stroke. A pescatarian.
It isn't that they don't believe it's meat. It's that it's the only meat they accept.
Also, it's a pescatarian, not piss.
So they're racist
Oh, that makes
towards
more
meat.
sense. I thought it was because like water and like pee is water, so it was like a pescatarian.
Myself, what does this sign mean? And then she just flips him off for fun. And she just looks and just smiles at him.
Some rogues would break your finger for that one.
Yeah, but you can't break my finger.
No.
you can barely break the bread at the dinner table.
There's so much disappointment in that.
He gave up so
The
easy.
waver in the voice was tragic.
Or really gave up.
My guy's just picking telekinesis next level.
Okay. We figured that out. I think.
We're so good at D&D. It's
Oh my
unbelievable.
god. No, this is peak D&D right now. What do you
No,
mean?
that's peak.
This is 10 years of experience right here.
Pescatarian, peak D&D.
No, you're not calculating it right. This is like 70 combined years of D&D.
Oh my
True.
Okay, so is it how many active years or when you start playing?
I think it's like a temperate, a tempered mix of both.
Wait, is it
Like, if it were-
in-game years?
Nah.
Oh god.
It was in-game years. I would have like 40 years of D&D by myself.
How old is
Yeah, with how many time skips C6 had?
Yeah. Like I aged 30 years from one session to the next.
Oh, we're fucking. God, I think Red ended off on 40. With
Yeah,
several
something
children.
So we got the thieves' key.
Okay.
All right, if
So
I
you all-
understood the directions right, shouldn't that be the house we're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Can you ping it again on your map?
I don't fucking
was
remember. It
too
was
zoomed
somewhere like
in.
right up here, right? It's one of
Yeah,
the
it
random
was in the
houses up in
general-
this area.
Yeah, the general rich.
Actually, are we gonna
area.
pass where the ball is tonight while we're on the way?
Well, not necessarily past, but it's in the area. You could take a look at it if you wanted.
After we're done with this, we can go. We might be able to go scout out where the ball is gonna be.
That's a good idea.
Whatever.
Get a lay of the
Whatever.
land.
Yeah.
All right. I guess Myzel will knock on the door.
We could also
Okay.
test the hand signals once we're there.
Yeah. You're gonna find some meat like randomly lying around.
Absolutely, I'm buying
Ew.
some right now.
Right. So, since you're not going to just learn everything there is to learn about everyone that has disappeared in this city in the span of like one conversation with one person, and I am not in the mood of making 20 throwaway NPCs to have
hmm
mostly meaningless conversations. Here's how this is going to work instead. The investigation on the whole is going to be a skill challenge that lasts for a few hours. So each of you can pick one of the skills that you're proficient in, no repeats, and you're going to roll, and that will determine the amount of information that your character can accrue in that time frame, which also means that it's not a matter of success or failure, it's more like a degrees of success. If you get a low number, you're going to get none or a low number of pieces of information. If you roll high, you're going to get like a max, near to a maximum of information per character. But individual results are still important. So if you get like an extraordinarily high number, you're just going to get the maximum possible for yourself, but it's not going to just completely invalidate someone who rolled low.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that is mostly how it's going to work. If you have any abilities that might not boost your ability checks directly, but you think would be would boost your odds of success at this activity, or somehow skip parts of the process for your character, feel free to use them. And I'm going to just mentally adjust the DC for you as appropriate. But yes, with that in mind, that's how it's going to work. So I'm going to need one ability check from each of you with the skill you're proficient, and please explain how you're going about this.
Oh boy. Well, since Myzel's knocking on the door, I'll roll first. To no one's surprise, Myzel's gonna I'm gonna change it up. Instead of using insight, I'm gonna use perception. So what we're gonna do is Myzel's gonna kind of use perception to look as we're talking to various people, like look around for other signs. Like if we're told like, oh yeah, this person was seen in this location, we might be able to go to that location, and Myzel can look around and see if there are any signs of that person, signs of a struggle, anything like that, using some of the investigative abilities.
All right. You can roll your perception check. 28. Solid. And that is Myzel's result. I'm going to resolve all of the checks, like the whole skill challenge at once. So next person in line can go ahead and make their case.
Um,
Where's the rest of my dice?
just as a reminder, what exactly are we trying to aim for here?
Trying to acquire information on adventurers have gone missing in the city over the last years, in the past, essentially. Like,
So like not
From
just
the-
limited to the person whose house we're at right now, but like just overall, this is just a bunch of rolls for the overall investigation.
I almost have a goofy idea, but I want to know, what does Lilia think that she's gonna do?
I was contemplating intimidation via strength.
Hmm.
If there were to ever be, at some point during this, we encounter somebody who's trying to, physically
Just
intimidate
another-
us out of something or keep us from being able to get information, try and just use a show of force as like, no, you should just give us this information. We don't need this altercation to go any other way.
I kind of thought about doing something goofy, like jumping from rooftop to rooftop to see it, to see if there are people of interest. But I was like, that sounds ridiculous. Can I try to do a stealth to like? Actually, no, because we need to find out from people in particular, don't we?
You know what?
I'm
Can
trying to
use
figure out.
stealth to follow them back to their houses and see what they say when we're not there.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think maybe stealth to see if people that like people like let's say like we don't like quite persuade them, or it's like something they're still just not willing to like say openly. Maybe just sort of stealth afterwards to see if they like mention like, I can't believe they would ask about X, Y, and Z. We don't talk about this, that, or the other.
We don't talk about Bruno, no.
Sorry, I got distracted, but yes, you can make a roll.
Nice.
Is Lilia going for intimidation then?
Oh, after Luna finishes, yeah.
Okay.
You can roll your intimidation check as well if you think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I imagine some point down the line there's someone who tries to either physically intimidate us or something like that. And, sorry, but I'm bigger and better, hopefully. So with using strength and is it control click to change it? Nope.
What was it?
I was trying to
Shift, I
change
think.
shift. Okay. So I can use strength. Oh.
Okay, 24. Nice. Next up would be Noah, if I recall correctly.
Thinking.
Or Rala.
Or
Hello?
I need a moment to think.
So, like, we're going to house to house, and I presume like they're not letting us like in the houses or anything, just sort of standing at the doors. Correct?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have one if you don't yet.
Go ahead.
Okay. For the purposes of this here, because I am a caster, I'm going to rely on my Arcana check. And I wish, at least while we're talking to these people, I just want to make sure that I'm further back, maybe 5-10 feet away from the crew while the conversation's happening. And I will be taking my sunglasses off during those moments, and with my twisted eyes, use the Eldritch Sight to try and grasp whether there's any magic at play besides like the vampiric infestation that's happening at these locations. Maybe someone has affected these people with a memory altering spell, or perhaps there's some sort of particular defense on any of these buildings to prevent, I don't know, information from being leaked. I don't know, something along those lines. Just checking in to see if there's any magical influence beyond what we'd already expect.
Okay, that can help you a
Oh.
little bit.
Sorry.
But are you trying to use Arcana?
Mhm. Or I could do insight. The thing I want to do is use my eyes for this purpose. The Eldritch Sight to have detect magic up.
Ooh.
Yes. I think
I was
that
gonna I was gonna say maybe he could use his but he has
Intelligence
so much
insight.
going on with his eyes. His
Yeah.
not eldritch eyes, but just his regular enchanted eyes to sort of check like changes in their like
Heart rate
like changes
and stuff.
changes in the heart rate and stuff like that. If they're lying.
Ew.
I was thinking, so there were a couple things I wanted. Initially, I was going to ask for intimidation via intelligence, but honestly, it could be also insight using intelligence, if that would be okay with DM. I just want to use my eyes in every way that I can for this.
I think that's fine.
To grasp magic, as well as maybe with a portion of the features that are on Selena's eyes to grasp what Luna was just suggesting. Any changes in their person while talking.
Yep, that's fine.
Should I reroll as insight or leave it as it is?
Is the modifier the same? Do you have proficiency in insight?
Yes, but if I use insight with intelligence, then it might be higher.
Okay. You can roll again.
Okay, shift, we said, right? Yes, yes, yes.
Why are you becoming a scheming eunuch? Oh my
Ooh.
god.
That's what I get for going for all these yeses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes, no. No.
Fine.
How much do I care?
Why are we? Wait, but why did we re-roll it in the first place instead of just fixing the mod?
It's okay. The mod is
Well,
different.
I mean,
I have expertise in the other one. I don't here.
Yeah.
Oh.
It could go either way. We could use that one or we could use a different one. But technically, like, since he rolled below average, letting him reroll it all is not necessarily a demerit. So it could go either way. But after we already roll, I'm not gonna be like just we can keep the old one.
Yeah. Now, how much do we care about this?
On the one hand, the rest of us have rolled very well. On the other hand, Marco said this is kind of important.
Yeah.
All right.
I know where I'm at.
What does he know?
I feel
Everything.
somehow distracted for a moment, and maybe it's simply the way that my eyes are working now is different from before. And I feel things not adjusting too well. I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I close my eyes and I once again imagine the strands of fate and time. And I crack the one I'm currently on, break it, and revert. Go back to the beginning. I'm feeling the headache coming. Take a deep breath, close my eyes for a moment, adjust to the light a little. And then I open them. So, chronal shift, I reroll. So fucking extra for just like... If I roll dog again, I'm throwing myself out the window.
Just duck and roll.
Okay,
I mean,
Much
that's
gooder.
just above dog.
Perfectly average.
much gooder.
Perfectly
Okay.
fine.
The eyes do help you somewhat in terms of the detect magic as well, because you do notice that some of the people you're talking to, not all of them, are enchanted as well. Not like discounting Marco's effect that is on mostly everyone in the city. You're kind of already basically tuning that out, but some of them have an additional layer of an enchantment spell on them, so you can focus on perhaps questioning those people instead, and that gives you a little bit of a leg up.
So
Makes you not waste too much time.
That's me using my blood demon art to spot arcane spots.
Oh
Sure.
my god, you're so Demon Slayer coded.
All right then, that's it for Noah's. Now, Ralph, what are you using your ability check on?
I think I'd like to do. I'm not proficient in it, but I want to do history because she's lived here half her life. She should have known something in the past few years, right?
Okay. And for a 15. All right.
That's also
gonna be
not bad.
situational advantage for living here.
Situational.
Thinking.
Pretty good, guys. It's not the worst.
Yeah,
You
that's
have an-
Fishing.
really
Everything,
not terrible.
everything has to be a 20.
do you want to do anything to boost that? Or not?
Just trying real hard, and she's gonna flash of genius that to a 20.
Nice. Yeah.
But it could be
Just
a
so she could be
20.
higher
real
than Noah.
hard.
Yeah, just to be higher than Noah.
But that's
Got
actually
it.
hilarious.
Fingers on her temples, trying real hard to remember.
Not everything has to be a 20, but this one could be.
Sticking the tongue
But-
out.
Everything has to be a 20, but Noah was 19. And that means something to Rala, inherently.
No, but actually,
Rala understands the numerical value of
to be
actions.
to be quite frank, like the detect magic thing for selection, I ruled in my head as a +1, so technically they're tied.
Love that.
Um, but nobody can know that for sure in game.
I feel it.
Anyway, okay, let's resolve it now. Going top to bottom, Maizel, you with your result you can get a number of pieces of information. Is there any one particular? Well, you were kind of starting your investigation with one specific individual, but for purposes of this, I'm gonna let you choose. Is there one particular individual you're going to want this first piece of information to be aimed at, or do you want to just shoot in all directions and see what comes to you?
Kind of looking to gather as much as possible. We started with Xander because that was kind of our best lead on actual adventurers, but otherwise we found out about a couple of others who went missing that we can follow up on.
So you want to just maybe get general information, no matter who it is from.
Yeah, I think kind of like following the leads that seem most relevant. They started with Xander, but might not necessarily, like, if that one doesn't seem relevant to Marco, kind of keep moving on to the next one and the next one, like following the order of relevance, as a good investigator would.
Okay. To be like, in fairness' sake, I will say there is still a chance you're going to get information about Xander anyway. But
Yeah. I mean, like,
just
if that's relevant to the case.
let's okay. 4. All right. You actually get information on a different adventure that has been through Great Helm almost a decade ago. So this is information from someone who's quite old in the city, and you know, when that kind of like, oh yeah, there was someone like that once. Her name is Ekaterina Zoshanova.
Katerina
She-
Petrova.
Russian.
Zamolodchikova.
Yes.
What?
Also known as Katya.
Katya. Sorry, that was gay.
She was said to be a skilled huntress who wields a large scythe.
Oh, that's so
That's
cool.
actually attractive as fuck, dude.
Did you homebrew Reaper and not tell me?
That's yeah. That, actually,
I was gonna make her fight us.
So that is the first piece of information you get. You get another one now. Do you want to focus on one specific target or general directions again?
I guess part of the thing is, like, so now we know she went missing. What's relevant about her? Like, do we know why she went missing? How she went missing? Does anyone know anything about her?
No, not yet. The deal is you can try to focus on more information about her, and you're going to learn more about her. Or you
How
can.
capable was she?
This is essentially like how you're focusing your time. Who you want to get more information on, because there is a number. I'm not going to say the number right now, but there is a number of adventurers who went missing over the time, and you have a limited amount of time. So maybe, depending on the results of the die, you're not going to get all the information there is to get on all of them. So you kind of need to decide here.
I think we should focus on one that was memorable and very skilled, because they're more likely to have people about information with that individual than a bunch who were maybe middling or just above average adventurers. I'd like to know about the one that's like most skilled that went missing, because that's most interesting.
Then maybe can Maizel's check then be to try and find, like, cast a wide net and find as many people as possible, and then Iluna's check be to kind of focus in on the one that seems like we might get the most relevant information?
Well, everyone is going to get the same option I'm giving you right now. You can roll for like getting information from a random one of them, or you can focus on one of them. When you reach when you have heard about all of them, I can tell you like above table that you have essentially like heard at least something of every one of the adventurers.
Okay.
So if you want to like throw a wide net, that's what you can keep doing. Keep rolling and see if you hit every one of them.
So are we going to do like another round after this? Of
No.
like more rolls?
You will have gotten a number of pieces of information, then Iluna, then Lilia, then Noah, and then Rala, and then we're done. Like your afternoon is over.
Oh, you said keep rolling, and so I was confused.
No, keep rolling because if you decide like a random one, I'm like in real life, I'm rolling a die to decide which adventure you're getting information from.
Oh. Okay. But if I go to the next adventure, then I might not get as much information than if I just stuck with this one.
Each adventure has a number of pieces of information on them. If you just got like the first piece of information on the Katarina, for instance. If you tell me, Doc, I'm going to focus on the Katarina right now, I'm going to give you the second one. If you say, no, I want to roll, and it lands on a different one, I'm going to give you the first piece of information off that other one.
Oh,
So on
I
and so
understand now. Okay, yep.
And then based on what I rolled in my check, that's how many pieces of information I can get overall.
Correct. If you had rolled a low number, you would have only gotten the one. Since you rolled a high number, you're getting more than one.
Okay. So far the adventure names we have is Xander, Katarina,
What a sick fucking name.
Oyvind? Was Oyvind one too, or was Oyvind
No.
the...
Oyvind was a witness, and Valerie was
Oyvind
the
was the
adventurer.
witness. Okay, Valerie was...
Okay.
That's where I got.
Hang on, I'm reorganizing my notes a little bit now that I sort of understand
Yeah.
how this works.
So Valerie and then Emil Magnuson was also a witness.
Yes.
Valerie.
Okay, so technically we already have one piece of information on Xander, right?
Not quite.
Not
You have
quite.
like his name mostly, but for
Okay.
fairness sake, like I'm just average them all. But at the end of it, I might consider giving just a little bit of free tidbits.
Okay. Well, since we're here, technically at his house, technically in game, I do want to find a little bit about Xander. So I guess give me a piece of information on Xander.
Okay. Xander Redwing is a famous adventurer known for a boisterous attitude and powerful sorcery.
Ooh.
You have one more piece of information to get
On Xander, or that I can get with my rolls?
on anyone.
Okay. Wow. Rolling that got me 3 pieces of information. Okay. Powerful 3. And you said he's got a boisterous attitude?
Yes.
All right. Well, since so anyone else can like focus in on the rest of these people, right?
Yes. Anyone else will do the same process as you're doing right now.
Okay. In that case, I'll just go ahead and roll for another person.
Okay. Random person, go. Oh my god. Okay. You get a piece on a new person. His name is Jürgen Clawsong.
Jürgen Clawsong.
Yes. According to what you have heard, Jürgen Clawsong is a druid from beyond Grimvar's wall. So he is not from here. And I will say, above table, you now know the names of all of the ones that went missing.
Wow.
4 of them. So now you can just freely pick, or if you're undecided on which one you want to follow, you can just tell me to roll the die, and I'm gonna roll a d4 as I have been rolling.
The last one was Valerie, right?
Yeah, Jürgen, Valerie, Xander, and Katarina.
Okay. Well, that was my last piece of information. So, turn
Yes.
Endo.
Next up was Luna. Alexa, why the fuck? Okay. Go.
Your
I
first
heard
problem was
that.
having an Alexa.
Uh, Can I make a history check to know if I knew any of these adventures?
You can, but it's a
Were they mostly Grimvar based?
yeah. You can make a history check. Just nope.
Okay. In that case, I guess I will. Let's just go in order. There's one more piece of information for what's his name.
Xander went missing
Or was
3
it
years ago,
Xander?
right?
Xander, what?
Xander went missing 3 years ago.
Yes, about 3 years ago.
And did I find out when the Jurgen and Valerie went missing?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Well, I found Valerie in the book.
Yeah,
so I
Valerie
should've-
was like 5, I think.
Okay.
So who's the most recent?
Xander.
Xander. And I'll do my next one on Xander.
All right. Next up, second piece of information is he hails from Apollonius and has peers who look up to him there.
Apple.
This was on
Where's-
Xander.
Yes. Xander Blackburn.
Where's Apollonius?
Apollonius is, let me just get us the map. Apollonius is far on the north.
Oh,
Oh, that's the holy city, right?
Yes.
Or where? Yeah.
It's the whole city where Grimvar died. Well, it wasn't a city when he died, it was built around his corpse.
Yeah. It's built around his and he has people. Oh. People in the holy city that look up to him. Interesting.
Yes.
Well, I have to learn more about Katerina Zoshanova.
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 All right. Next piece of information on her then. She is a woman of few words, but yet oddly intense when the matter of night monsters come up.
What was the base information on Jurgen before because I might go into Katerina again.
That he is a druid from beyond Grimvar's wall.
Considering the night creatures, I want to look more into a Katerina, I think.
All right. Your final piece of information then is the third on her. The rumors have it that she was particularly good at finishing weak prey, and she didn't let up when her enemies started to falter.
Okay.
Finishing weak prey.
Yes.
okay.
When her weak prey as in not like prey that is weak by itself, but prey that has been weakened. Yes.
Is one to finish somebody off, not let them, just chill.
He's
Yes.
the executor.
Double down.
Double taps.
Yes, Katarina double taps. That is the summary of it.
2 to the body, 1 to the head.
Next up, Lilia. You can pick one of them or a random
Just
one.
to get one on Valeria, I'll do one for her.
All right.
They.
Her moniker is the Witch of the Tundra. She is said
That's
to be
so cool.
she's said to be a powerful mage that dabbles in occult powers.
I feel like you shouldn't call yourself the Witch of the Tundra when Granny Snowflake is alive anywhere.
Boo!
And then I want to know more
Unless
about
that's her.
Jurgen.
Okay.
True.
Jurgen loves animals, and he
No way.
has mentioned to others that he misses the animals from his homeland after coming to Grimvar.
And I think do I only get 2?
No, you get 3.
I get 3.
Yes.
I'll do a third on Jurgen.
All right. He has the ability to shapeshift into many powerful exotic beasts. Most of all, a large frost-powered ape, a large wyvern-like bird with powerful toxins, and a large spider with sleep toxins.
Okay.
Sleeve?
Sleep.
Oh, sleep.
Function me.
That is correct, yes.
That's the way to do it.
Sleep spider, and what was the other one?
It was the ape,
Uh,
the bird dragon, and spider.
Got it.
Right. Next is Noah. You can also get 3 pieces of information.
Sorry, I was muted. I said from these 4 names,
Yes.
4 pieces. Okay.
3 pieces of information from either of the 4.
Do I know just from normal conversation who their leader was or who their brains was?
They were not a group.
Oh, they didn't work
They were
together
like
at any
4.
point.
There's 4 individual adventurers who have gone missing in Grimvar over the span of several years.
Okay. Was any
As
one of
far as
them?
you know, they don't even know each other.
Okay. Is any one of them known for being a brainiac?
Well, you can make your own deductions based on on the information that you have on hand. You wouldn't know anything else.
I don't think I would know.
Xander and Valerie were the 2 mages.
Yeah.
One
Yeah, I
occultic,
don't know.
one unknown.
Yeah, I don't know if I would know that Valerie is one yet. I'll let you decide whether I would know that portion already. That Valerie is what was it? The witch of the tundra?
Yes.
Yeah.
Since it's your first piece of information, I do agree with you that from like a narrative perspective, you're not supposed to have heard from the others yet.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be just fresh.
Okay. I'll look into Xander.
Very well then. You have gotten 2 pieces of information on Xander yet. The third one is his specialty is intense flame magic, and he can also regenerate himself.
So like healer?
Well, the rumor said that he can regenerate. They don't say necessarily if he can heal
Okay.
others or not.
Okay.
Do we
But
know
you also
what?
know that he was a lone adventurer, so maybe he just never had a reason to.
And do we
Do
know
we know
his
what
race?
race Xander is? Oh. Mhm.
Yeah, good thought.
Mhm.
Let's go races.
Yeah, twin.
Yeah.
I hadn't included this in the I hadn't included this in the information, but I think at this point you would have gathered that he is a Hyoran man.
Okay.
Around. Well, yeah, I can give you like their appearance afterwards. I think as long as you have like 2 or 3 pieces of information, you should be able to gather their appearances from eyewitness accounts. Just to give you like an advance on Xanders, he's like a Hyoran man in his 20s, above average height, wears unusually light clothes for the weather, for like, you know, the overall weather, and has like this spiked, anime-like bright red hair. It's quite flamboyant in general.
Okay.
Oh my!
No.
No, that's Rengoku. The flamboyant one is Usui.
What was
I
it
mean,
he
they're
said?
all pretty flamboyant.
Yeah, he's always going about like being flamboyant. Usui
We're
was.
doing everything flamboyantly.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I would just say like they were in actuality they're all pretty flamboyant if you think about
Yeah,
the Hashira.
pretty
The only one that
extra.
was normal was probably Giyu.
He's not even normal. He doesn't like talking.
Yeah, but that's why he's not normal, is because he's
Second piece of information. Now I would want to ask about Valerie.
Okay.
Is it Valerie or Valeria?
Valerie.
Valerie.
Her
Y.
services don't come very cheap, and she doesn't do charity work, according to.
Not a cheap whore.
Yes, she seems to have a bit of a fixation with money.
Wait, did we find out what she does?
She's a hooker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You found out that she's a mage that does some like occult stuff. That's basically the gist of it.
Okay, but not what jobs she does with her majory.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Okay, so I
know
find
what?
out.
You have gotten 2 so far. You can get
Yeah.
1 more.
I find out that she is very money driven.
Yes.
Does Noah have a favorite color?
White.
White. Okay.
Not escaping the allegations.
Ain't no way, bro.
VHL.
God. How does actually no? I'm intrigued by the fucking scythe. I'm gonna ask about Yekaterina's social,
All right.
but your dad just calls her Katya.
All right.
I think we broke him.
So
on.
that's the last piece of information on Katarina that you can find hidden in the streets. And this is pretty difficult to find overall. Katarina has vanished like 9 years ago. People barely remember her, and she was... and this is not the information yet. This is just like me commenting on it. She was not a very social person at all. She just hid there, like the city, looking for monsters to kill, etc. Didn't mingle with people too much, and seemed to be beginning to investigate some leads that she found odd before she just vanished one day, and people just kind of assumed, oh, she must have found some leads that led her elsewhere, and she just left because she didn't really have friends in the city, so whatever. But the information itself is, there is apparently like a decades, like generations old gossip that says that her family, the Zoshanovas, had once been a branch family of the Vraskov family.
Okay.
What was the first half of that?
Of what?
What you said before the Braskovs.
That there is like a generations old gossip that they were a branch
No,
family of the
before that.
Vraskov? Well, before
think
that
it-
one, I was just giving a little bit more context that she vanished like almost 10 years ago, and she wasn't really known for doing like for hanging out with people. She was mostly just a loner and hunted monsters, and she was investigating some sort of lead when she just vanished one day, and people assumed that she went elsewhere following those leads. As for her appearance, she's a tall, muscular woman with long, kind of like wild black hair with the left side shaved off last she was seen. She just usually wears like this blue war paint in the form of 2 stripes on each side of her face, and wears black half-plate armor with big ass war sight on her back.
Are these the 4 wives?
2 of them are men, but like, yeah, I guess we can be inclusive. You can be a male wife, like that's fine.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Is
Uh,
2025 male lives are in?
Yeah.
I think that was 3 from Noah, right?
Yes.
All right, Idol, you're next. And
Dogs.
to clarify, there are 4 pieces of information for each for one of them, and you guys have gotten a total of 15 clues, so you can get all of them but one. So essentially, you can pick which one of them you're not going to get all of the information on.
Well, he said we get a freebie on Xander, right?
I'm going to consider it.
Well, we'll go for Jurgen. I don't think he was covered much.
We have
I got
all of
30
them on.
him.
you
Yeah.
have all-
Almost all.
I think it was while you were AFK.
No, we have all of them on a Katarina, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that
have all
was-
on Katarina. Jurgen is Jurgen, you have 3. Valerie, you have 2, and Xander, you have 3.
So I'll definitely do one on Jurgen. Finish him.
All right. Okay, wrapping up Jürgen, he has a son that has become somewhat estranged to him. Jürgen has gone missing about 7 years ago. He is a tall, slender sun elf with light brown hair, tan skin, and green eyes. He dresses like you would expect a druid to dress.
His son,
He's hot.
like,
This,
in the city or in the homeland?
You have heard that he is from beyond Grimvar's wall, and his son is estranged to him, so it's
Gotcha.
safe to
Okay,
assume he's
alright.
not here.
Fair enough. So then we'll go for can't remember her name. Valerie?
Valerie.
Valerie, yes. Okay. Third piece of information on Valerie. The crux of her magic is centered on debilitating hexes and curses.
She does not sound like a nice person.
She's a money grubber and she curses people. It sounds like some people I know.
you mean the entire
Hmm.
U.S. government?
You're not supposed to say, damn, I was talking about my other character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be rude to say your other character.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be facts.
It'd be factual, but also rude. Rude doesn't mean that it wasn't true.
But since you have like a number of information on her, Valerie is a cat-type lagoose of kind of like small stature. She seems, according to the townsfolk, you have heard like some gossip about it. She used to dress in like elegant black robes with a lot of like leather straps and pouches carrying, you know, the general ensemble of witchy ingredients and stuff, and this traditional shaped witch hat, like the pointy ones.
Why are you making me think of the fucking witch from Soul Eater?
That's exactly.
Oh
what
my
I'm
god,
thinking,
yeah. She was a cat too, I forgot about that. But Valerie's like, she's not like, you know, a human with kind of cat, kind of feline mannerisms. She's like an actual cat.
Full furry.
Yeah, she's full furry. She's full Khajiit. Okay, last piece of information.
I feel like she'd be interested in Xander more than that lady.
Very well. Despite
Take the
his
CD.
flamboyant personality, Xander seems to put a solid amount of weight into justice and the sense of like inherent duty, in a sort of like Spider-Man like fashion. That people, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. Seems to be the ethics that he approaches his powers with, even though he has a bit of a prideful attitude about it. And that is all of them. You have acquired information on all of the 4 adventures that have gone missing over the span of the past 10 years. It seems, well, the first one to vanish was Ekaterina. And I will say that the other 3 have been seen hanging about the rich district. Like, people have actually spotted them walking about, or they were lodged in inns in the fancy parts of town, mingling with the rich folk, etc., until one day they disappeared. Ekaterina was the first and is also the exception to that rule. She wasn't actually in the rich part of rich area of town much. Instead, she seemed to have been investigating something that she found suspicious in the city for some reason. Ever since she vanished, almost like, it's not a rule, but more or less every 2 years from them, another one of those adventurers came by the city and whoop, vanished. They were not the only adventurers to come by the city. There have been others, but the others have just like come by, done their business, and left. Eventually, nothing happened to them.
So the
Um,
last adventurer who went missing was about 3 years ago, Xander?
Yes, Xander went missing 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Guys, it's been 3 years since the last one went missing. What if they try to make one of us go missing?
I
That
think
sounds
that's
very
kind of the
possible.
idea.
Good thing we're a group. The others were loners.
Small
That's why I
miracles.
always stick together.
I'm gonna say that since my Zell's roll is like considerably above the limit that I had set, I'm gonna give you the last one.
Fuck yeah!
Which is about Valerie as well. They say that there was a certain ruin near her homeland in Icefeld that she is very interested in.
Can we get the map again?
Yes,
Where's Icefeld?
it's right here.
Ah, so the Ironhander workshop. Cool.
Oh no, what did you do?
Right?
I'm innocent.
Not you. The workshop boy.
The workshop boy.
He knows who he is. He knows what he did.
All right. So that is information on all 4 adventures. You would have finished gathering all of this information around like late afternoon. For the sake of you guys sharing information, I'm going to say that perhaps you guys had a like mid-afternoon meeting to have some coffee, share notes, and then go back to investigating, etc. And now you have gathered once again and have finished sharing all of your findings. So you all would be on the same page.
Quite a hodgepodge of information.
It all seems pretty random.
Did
I
we
think-
find... Oh, go ahead.
Oh. No, you go ahead. I was mostly thinking aloud.
For each of them, did we find out why the person who reported them missing thought their disappearance was odd and not them just leaving town?
Sorry, what?
Like, why the person who reported each of them missing thought that them disappearing was odd versus them just, like, assuming they left town?
Well, if you recall, the guy who reported Valerie missing was because she defaulted on the contract, which is not very like her.
True.
He didn't know why. He was just like, I paid her to do something, and she, not only she did she not do it, she's just not around anymore. What the fuck? As for the others, they weren't really like reported in an official capacity. People just like, kind of assumed they had gone
Well,
somewhere.
Xander was reported in the official capacity, right?
Yeah, he was like, he was in the registry, but you get the sense that people's attitude towards him are like, you know,
Okay. Got it.
probably just wandered off somewhere else that was more interesting. Jurgen kind of the same, and Katarina, they're like, oh, the stuff she was investigating was probably not here; it was somewhere else, so she just bailed.
So most people assume they just wandered off, but like for those 2 in particular, people thought it was odd they disappeared.
Yeah, basically.
DM.
Yes.
Did I know anyone in oh god, what did they rename the city to?
Mhm.
They're not decided yet. Lucilia.
Oh, right.
They were renaming it. I didn't know wasn't sure if that had happened or was happening. Was there anyone with the last name Claw Song
No,
between there or the circle?
no, there wasn't anyone with that surname.
Okay. I'm not sure if it was just because like there's like Brynjolf Hardclaw, so I wasn't sure if it was like maybe.
No one had a croissant.
Classon.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant. I saw a great thing of Hollow Knight. It was like following Hornet around. It's just like I went out and got a croissant, and then in the background you just see Hollow going like croissant.
I was trying to play Hollow Knight, and then I got kind of fed up with having to get money to buy things. So I went to download like a money mod just so I didn't have to bother about that, and somehow it just broke the installation for the game. So I lost my save, and now I'm just not playing Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sorry.
trauma aside, similar last names, but no, Jurgen doesn't have any relatives in Grimvar that you are aware of.
The Strange Sun thing is just like one of those things that I'm getting way too caught up on, so I'm like, maybe I need to just...
I think these are people. This is just conjecture on my part. I have the sinking suspicion that if these people went missing, they likely went missing with our lovely host that we'll be seeing tonight.
Oh, almost certainly.
I can't prove it.
Oh no, you did the meme.
Oh yeah. I just had to be the black dude too. Damn it.
I don't know that I'm familiar with this meme.
I just sent it. It's the black guy from Dexter who knows that Dexter is the serial killer, but he can't prove it.
Yeah.
So he always has that fucking face on.
He's hilarious because on like so many things he has terrible instincts on, but for the one thing that matters, Dexter being a murderer, he's absolutely 100% on the nail. But it was just like, you're crazy, man. Dax is cool. Anyway.
We'd heard that Penelope was going to be dangerous not because she was strong, but because of the companions she keeps.
Yeah.
It's like we get to fight some of the heroes of Grimvar, potentially. Well, at least we know who they are, I guess. Ugh, I hate to be thankful to him for anything, but we can try to make a plan.
And yeah, that's the best idea, is try and figure out order of operations, kind of figure out how we're going to deal with them.
Fire mage that can heal himself.
Let's split them up
Black
into like
witch.
categories of like spellcaster, non-spellcaster, strength, weaknesses.
Well,
This
in
is all
theory,
conjecture, but I fully believe in it. So
3 of them are spellcasters.
I think there's a cork board in the second bedroom if you just want to go ahead and bring that on out.
we have a cork bird.
Yeah, Mr. Naro's
I-
messing with it.
Yeah, we were Roland and I were using it to. You know what? Never mind. You don't have to know why we were using it.
Why we're using it?
Don't
now you
worry
have to
about
tell
it.
me.
Idiot. Don't worry.
I'm
Don't
wor-
worry about. Don't worry.
I'm
No,
wor-
I think he promised. I can't tell you.
Who promised?
I think he promised. Roland
Who
and I are
did you-
working on stuff. Don't worry about it.
Okay, who did you pinky promise? That's not what you pinky promised. Tell me who you pinky promised to.
Anyway, there's a cork board we can wheel out, and I think we can just make like a little column and stuff.
I can't believe my
Quick,
girls
check
are
it,
ignoring me.
Clean it up.
What is this arc?
So, we go
That's how
back
you
to the
go, I've got-
We go over to the corkboard. I'm going quickly.
Did they forget to clean it off? What's
Yes,
on
they
them?
did. They're not responsible. What?
Damn it.
I don't believe it.
DM, what's on the corkboard?
Who cleaned the what?
I don't see. I don't know if even Daka knows what about the corkboard.
I know.
I
That's
have
the
been
thing.
trying
I
to.
literally made it
I've
up
been-
just now. It's great.
No, yeah, I've been trying to like figure out what you guys are even talking about in terms of what that word means.
It's like you're able to push like thumbtacks in it and stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen the Charlie Day meme where it's got like the
Bulletin
the
board that has the
bulletin
like.
board, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Now in context probably makes way more sense. But no, just making up that we had winging it. We're going.
And who exactly would have cleaned it?
See, that's
The
my
two
point.
that we're
right?
planning.
I was just like, I don't believe these two would be responsible enough to remember to clean their corkboard.
It probably just has like random ass drawings and sketches of stupid ideas of like, what if you made a hot air balloon that could go upside down and also be a hot air balloon towards the ground, but at a controlled rate.
They have
Just
those
the most, like-
fishes that like expand. Could you use one of those as a balloon?
Yeah, something like that you could like go up and down.
Don't want to use a puffer fish as a pillow. They're pointy.
You're going to make
These were just ideas that we'd had. I didn't want you guys to think they were silly or anything.
I don't think they're silly. I think they're dangerous. What was your plan if... Okay, so you make a flying machine. Do you know how to pilot a flying machine?
Well, not right now.
Yeah, that seems like a later problem, not a now problem.
And how are you going to test it? Or are you just going to wing it? Are you just going to turn it on and start practicing?
I got
It's like, oh, I'm
flung
not going to
around
fly.
by a giant
I'm not gonna-
indestructible monster yesterday. I think I can probably handle a crash.
Well, does the flying machine even have wings?
Oh, you all give me headaches.
I mean, I've probably handled worse. I think like whenever Selena was like puppeting my blood around, that was probably more dangerous.
Okay, so you're the one testing the flight, and Rala's just the one building the ship. Rala's not going to be in the ship.
I don't know yet.
I want to go in the ship.
You can maybe make a remote for
Actually,
the first,
you know what?
the first
Never mind.
flight.
Rala can fly. Why am I worried about Rala? Rala can fly. This isn't anything for me to worry about. It's fine. It's fine. It's
Oh
fine.
right, you
Catch
could do
anyone
like
if they
you could do
fall.
magic to make it so we fall slow. I don't have to just hit the ground. Oh right, I was gonna do it anyway, but that's okay.
Let's go meet up with Lukina's mom because I need to punish you all for keeping dangerous things from me.
If you fall slowly, but you're in an airship that is crashing at a normal speed, you're just gonna get like slammed across the head by the airship.
I just punch the window out.
You know, his characters have learned that more than once. Castle crashing down a hill.
Y'all will never let that go.
Never.
Safely above my flying airship at the time.
Anyway,
Anyway.
one castle fall on you, and everyone thinks you're suicidal.
all it takes is trying to kill yourself once. And everyone thinks you're suicidal.
There's something really
so
funny.
fucking awful.
It's like there's something really real about that in a hilarious way. Like it's absolutely accurate, but in the funniest.
Yeah, but like, goddamn, bro. You didn't have to say it.
It's like, God, I tried to kill myself one time, and it's 10 years later. Everyone's just like, "Are you still on that?" I'm like, no.
Anyway,
Ish.
yeah, you're gonna go do the outfit fitting at Miss Winterland's.
We did need to tell Lukina this, didn't we? We didn't want to wake her up. That's why we didn't do it.
Well, yeah,
Is she up now?
sleeping. She was sleeping when you first tried to contact her, but by this point she would have been awake. Yes.
All right, I think yeah, we'll have to head there first and inform her. So we go. We go.
We go up.
This is a good
All right.
timing too. 'Cause I just finished all the shit I was doing in the last like 5 seconds. It was really exhausting.
You go to the guard barracks and ask for Lukina. She quickly comes to meet you. Hello.
Hope you slept well.
Yes, I required some rest after the events of last night.
Cleaning up our
The-
messes.
Apologies.
Not. Well, the mess was not yours to begin with. In the way you started to clean it up, we continued the service. I was there for most of the night, making sure the most dangerous of the inmates had been dealt with. Several of the guards were injured, but it was manageable. I still have
Oh,
men over there handling the situation, but I needed to rest.
how are the citizens? Or the victims, I guess.
Hmm. We tried to use non-lethal force in as many of them as possible, and they were bound and are in jail for now. The most dangerous ones have been bound with whatever silver implements we had on hand, though it is not much. I seem to recall you had some plans for perhaps assisting them with the help of the psychiatrist.
Ah, yes. Any, I think. Any that weren't mentally affected, I think could be talked down. Those that did gain powers, a bit more complicated, though I imagine maybe a bit of silver restraints might be able to dampen those powers. We might have to look into more curative means.
I have spoken to the psychiatrist in the meanwhile. She says that all of them have been harmed in some way by the vampire's abilities. She does not think that conventional therapeutic means will do much for them. However, she is trying to look into magical options, though by her own admission she has never pursued such things much. But she is now evaluating how to perhaps assist them.
Good people of Great Home. Never rest.
It will be an eventful time until things go back to normal.
Speaking of slightly more normal things. So these parties. We have reason to believe, though this is just a bit of conjecture on our end. We were looking into missing people's reports, adventures to be specific. We found quite a few notable names. I'm sure Mizell, you have a. She like sort of motions to Mizell, who probably has like a whole dossier of each one of them ready. What we know.
Isel kind of just holds up a notebook. I'm
Like-
sure.
Picks it up and begins reviewing it as you continue talking to her.
They're likely victims of the host of the party that we've been invited to. At least that's what we may think. We have reason to believe that may be true.
So your estimate is that these people were turned into her servants.
Yes.
It is a reasonable guess. Would also complicate things further. These are
Which
all
mean,
dangerous individuals.
yes. Which would also mean that we should probably pack all our things in a nice bag of holding and change at some point during the party. Find a way to exit out. DM question.
Hmm?
It's not a feature I get to use often. Would I be able to weapon bond my armor to me? I know it's for specifically weapons, but it feels like you only really ever use one weapon, so it ends up just not doing that much.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yay. Also, I just like the idea of being bonding to Blythe.
Yeah.
That's really what it amounts to.
Didn't you find ways to make our clothing functional?
Did I find ways to
What?
make some of you, yes. Well, honestly, I didn't really need to make it functional for anyone aside from Lukina's the only one where it's a bit difficult.
Yeah, Lucina is kind of like, I think it is indeed wise for me to use my combat attire. I was intending to find a way to do so anyway.
That does complicate things, though I imagined that was going to happen, so I've looked into a few things. And it won't be as nice as the suit, but we'll figure something out. Likely we'll have to figure something out with your mother, who was very insistent upon helping us get ready for the party.
Hmm. Why?
Though I'm not sure why. She is a very hard woman to read. And I didn't want to deny her of general politeness. I have an inkling that she'd want to try to get you an address, but if we say you're there for official, wave that away.
I do not understand why that would be the case, but if she is insistent that we fit our clothes better before going, that is fine.
Like I said, couldn't read her. We should be going then. It is actually quite a bit of work putting clothes on these. And she stares at Rala and and Lilia.
It's just immediately like look away. Do you think if we start running right now, she'll still catch us?
Don't forget to take me this time.
You gotta catch both of us. You gotta catch up.
You're going to run in the presence of Lady Lucina?
No.
I thought. Anyway, let's make haste.
So do you think if the second she goes in the shop, we're not considered in her presence anymore, so we let them go first, and then once they're in the shop and we're not, we can run?
Heard that, right?
Crap.
Again, I know this might be a bit of a drag. Could you enter last?
Bro, I'm sorry I said it too loud.
If it is more convenient for you.
It's a bit of fun. Messing with them. But we head to. I'm pretty. She would have given me the location before we came. I'm not. That's not the part I'm worried about.
Windren in Furs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just stop at the shop again.
We stop at the shop at the.
Oh, hang on.
We stop
On the way, while we were still investigating, did we get a look at where the party was?
Oh, you could have. It's this very large, imposing mansion. It has like those big ornamented steel gates all around the perimeter. Fountain in the middle of the walkway leading up to the mansion. The gates themselves are like beautiful. The front gate has the family's crest, like sort of like hanging over, very flashy for everyone to see. It's like this crimson-colored fish, and it seems to have well. You couldn't really have if you circled it just a little bit. You could see that there is like a big ballroom at the back, kind of like in its own separate building, but more or less adjacent to the main house.
Hey Noah, is the fountain magic so that it doesn't freeze?
I glance over, take the sunglasses off.
Be heated.
Yes, it's heated. It's not magical.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's heated with magic, but same.
Heat
a
is
little
magic.
fire crystal.
Like the heat itself is not magical in nature. It's being produced by magic.
Should I scout
Steal
around?
it.
I could turn invisible.
Is she not obviously here?
Well, if she's a vampire, she might have trouble during the day.
Would
Yeah,
she?
we can just, I guess, wait.
If you go inside and you get caught, do you have a way out?
Oh, I wasn't planning to go inside. I was just going to scout around the grounds.
Scouting like the doors and windows and all that.
Just
Mm-hmm.
That should be totally fine, right?
Yeah, I think as long as you don't try and go in anything.
And for what it's worth, I can quickly get out of a situation as long as I can cast magic.
Right, so what are you doing?
Going invisible and just flying around the grounds a little bit to kind of get a lay of the land.
Okay. You do see this. Did I already put this? I guess I didn't. Let me bring out the map.
Oh, quick aside. Were we swapped? We already swapped materia. No, I still need the biomateria.
Did I not give it to you?
No, I don't have the biomateria.
That was.
I think I put it in your.
No, I was gonna say that's a myself thing because I have the radiance.
Yeah.
Did
How do
I?
we
Wait, was
get
it the
rid of-
poison materia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
see
in
it.
your it's in your folder. I thought I dragged it onto your character sheet.
I don't see it in
It
my
didn't.
items folder. I just see empowered lunar form and Ronder's bracers.
Oh, I might have forgotten to configure ownership. Hey, would you
By
look at
words
that?
of radiance.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so flying around the mansion.
Yes.
Like I said, there is like a bit of a walkway to the mansion itself, which has a fountain in the middle, like a water fountain that, as you can tell, is indeed heated. Like there's like a little bit of steam rising up from it. At this hour, it's already a little bit dark. But nevertheless, the mansion itself is a two-story building with both stories being quite like tall. So it's a large mansion, all in all, even though it's only 2 stories tall, so to speak.
The entrance of it has two sets of stairs before arriving at this huge wooden double door. And to either side of this double door, there are a couple of other smaller fountains. And again, the doors, both of them are adorned with this crimson-colored, fish format that is the family's crest of the Maxima family. There are several windows to the sides, but all of them seem to be closed. If you circle around a little bit, you will find that to the left, there's a servant's entrance that is also currently closed. And beyond that, a bit of a stable area of sorts, but not for. Well, horses could be had there as well. It's difficult, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be used as of right now. To the left side, there seems to be a bit of a winter garden, and a nice outdoors area with a space for making a bonfire. To the back of the building, there's this large decorated glass ballroom. It's currently dark, so you can't see too far into it, but it seems like
the ballroom a separate building?
It's adjacent. It's as if it was a different building, but there is a small point of contact which you can go to and from the main building from it.
But you said the ballroom had a lot of glass windows?
Yes, it's all glass windows inside. You can peer inside. It's dark, so you can't see very far into it. But there do seem to be flower arrangements and other things that you would expect, in anticipation for an event.
Mm-hmm. Do I see anyone in the ballroom or in the house that looks like they're active or moving around preparing for the party?
You can't see anything in the house because all of the windows and blinders are closed.
Ah, okay.
But inside the ball itself, you do spot two cats.
Two cats inside the ballroom.
Yes.
All right.
One of them just kind of walking around, doing cat things. The other sitting on top of a table licking his paw.
Note to self, don't eat off that table.
But what if that's
All
where
right.
the meat is?
True.
That's actually a very good point.
I think I will probably not risk scouting further and return to the party.
All right.
So there was a table that had a cat sitting on it. Probably don't eat off that one.
A what?
Oh, in the ballroom, there were two cats wandering around.
Right then.
I mean,
Really
I
sure
think if
why?
they've been on one table in that ballroom, they've been on every table in that ballroom.
True. Probably a wise idea to not actually consume any of the food anyway, considering we are going into the lair of people who we don't trust.
That's a good idea. Can we get dinner on the way back then?
Sure.
Yes, we can get dinner on the way back. Have you had dinner, Lucina?
I have already had a sufficient amount of rations, yes.
Okay, we're making a plate for Lucina because that was a terrible answer.
Seems confused, but goes along.
Do you like the taste of rations?
I do not mind it.
Just to check, are you using the term rations universally, or are you meaning specifically hardtack?
Well, not necessarily hardtack. Those are for more extreme conditions, but have basic soup, bread.
Talking about those packaged meals that you just add water to I've
And
eaten
make
those
them
on
hot.
the road, and they're nasty.
You get used to it.
Okay, we're going to feed you better.
Those are for traveling on the road, not for people in a town.
Well, they contain all of the necessary nutrition.
Okay, I understand the whole no frills lifestyle that you've taken upon yourself, but you need to enjoy some meals or something. Do you have a good sense of taste?
I'm not entirely sure.
Have you ever tasted something and been able to taste poison in it?
Oh, well, yes.
Just like at any point, did you think that was a normal thing?
Well, some things are necessary for my duties. Others are not. My mother used to cook fancier meals for me when I was a child, however. Or have other people cook for us, at any rate.
All right. Well, there. We'll get you. What is something you enjoyed from your childhood?
Steak.
Perfect. I'll give you the best seasoned steak I can make.
I did not like it very well done. More like...
Luna places a hand on her shoulder. You have wonderful taste then.
I mean, she's used to cooking steaks for me, and I basically just want them warmed.
This is very true.
Just enough for flavor? What was the thing? What did you call it? The what reaction?
Gonna make me remember what this is.
The
Maillard
you-
reaction?
Yeah! Paul remembers.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
I know what
the-
it is.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
caramelization of proteins that increases the flavor that happens.
But it was
specifically.
it was such a dick move to throw that on me.
Because I'm a scientist and I know this. It's like, oh, God damn,
I
it's
would
another
have,
one.
I would have never gotten this right. Like, there is no universe in which I've ever gotten this right.
I knew what she was talking about. I was just like, I don't fucking remember. I know what it
And I
is.
know you know it. I know
I
you
know.
know it too.
I do know it, but it's like it's been a while. But yes.
You can grow certain mushrooms so that they taste like meat and have the roughly the same consistency.
I think you can still get that same reaction with mushrooms if you just have a little bit of oil with them.
Do they have the same amount of proteins as steak?
Not exactly.
Well, you're not
Then
taking
why
away
would you
anything.
eat mushrooms?
They taste good, and they have
they
other
taste good.
nutrients.
Yeah, and also you get other nutrients from them.
Then you can just eat the mushrooms and the meat.
Yes, but it's more efficient to eat them together.
That is what I mean.
That's macro and macronutrients.
Wait, were we talking about eating them separately? I thought you're supposed to eat them together.
No, but the thing is that Maizel is defending eating mushrooms as a substitute. Lucina is like, that makes absolutely
Oh.
no sense.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, I agree.
Your inferior caloric density food.
It's because Maizel's like, it tastes good, and Lucina doesn't care about the taste. She only cares about the nutrition, and she's like, why?
Well,
Alright.
for protein, I'll usually do something like soy protein based, maybe tofu. You can put tofu on a skewer and grill it with mushrooms.
I don't know what tofu is.
Well, I'll make you some roasted tofu to go with the steak.
Very well.
We go get some dinner first, and then we'll head over. It's very nice. Luna can cook, but she is going to add a little more huspa with a little prestidigitation because she doesn't have all the spices she needs here from the other land. But you know, it's the nicest, highest class steak she's ever somewhere in her travels. It could be wherever you want.
Here's the question: is do you make everyone's steak that nice, or just hers?
I make everyone's that nice. She's not
Okay.
that like.
No, just
it's
like,
not
is
that
there
far.
a noticeable like? Why does that one have like hearts floating over it?
No, she isn't that much of a
ingredient.
Dump.
She doesn't like her steak as raw as Lilia, but it's still like, you know, bloodied.
Mhm. That's I was giving a medium rare there.
Yeah,
Maybe probably closer to even the rare, but like that was the idea in the first place.
yeah, that's basically how she was describing it. So she tries it and seems pleased, as pleased as she looks with her very like demure expressions.
There. Isn't that a little bit better than field rations?
I do admit that the addition of flavor perhaps makes this makes it easier to consume the appropriate amounts of this food than it would have been with normal rations. Although it is less efficient in terms of materials and money. But
Well, that is true. Though, with prestidigitation and Elena snaps on her own steak without seasoning it, all I have to do is try it once, and I get to enjoy these flavors all the time.
that seems convenient.
Yes. Maybe I'll try to teach you it. Prestidigitation is one of the more efficient cantrips. Clean yourself, clean other things, so you wouldn't even have to shower if you don't need to.
Well, I have no aptitude for magic.
Nothing at all? Not even trying to learn something fairly basic?
I have never put much effort into it. It did not seem a very efficient use of my time.
We can look into it later if you're willing. Like I said, it would probably save you a lot of time. And as I'm catching with you, that seems to be a very big factor in a lot of.
But she doesn't seem entirely convinced, but she also doesn't pursue the subject further.
Mm.
Here's
Sure.
your grilled mushrooms and air fried tofu.
Air fried.
Air fry it.
I took some of those heater crystals that we got and formed a wind stream across it to cook it.
I can't. I'm more impressed that you found a way. I'm like,
not even mad.
I'm like, wow. he really did that.
Well, it helped me concentrate the airstream.
It was a wonderful use of lore accurate.
I can't believe you guys have just casually invented the air fryer.
Yeah,
Like,
you really did. Like, I know that you legit, Doug. Yeah, no, that's a thing now. That's a
you can
thing
just
that
end
people
the
do.
campaign now and get rich. You know. Just
Oh my
start
god,
selling that stuff.
he sells it as the Windblume, the
The
windflower.
wind
The
blew.
wind blew.
Oh
no! It
You're
even
gonna be
has a
so
catchy
rich.
name.
Rather,
gonna
we're
be so
patenting that.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
can't
that
remember
is-
that moment. It's
this
like,
is-
oh man, it even has a cool name.
Yeah, this is our legacy now. Like, when we start our next campaign that's set like 20 years from now, every household is gonna have like a Windblume, and that's how they're gonna remember you guys.
Yep,
That's so good.
that's the legacy.
It was made by a vampire hunter. What?
Anyway,
It was its hobby.
How is that
Anyway,
relevant? It's not.
Lucina tries the mushrooms and the tofu, and again, there's a flash of something for once in her eyes that is not like cold absence of emotion, and she turns to you like, what are the nutritional values of this again?
The tofu is a low calorie but high density source of protein for those who don't get it from elsewhere. And the mushrooms honestly have almost all of the calories and nutrients that you need to survive. If you know the right varieties, you could eat nothing but them.
Interesting.
So
Do you
to be
have
fair, for
manuals?
what-
On these mushrooms.
There are several field survival manuals. So if you're out and about, it tells you which ones are safe to eat and which ones are better left where they are.
We should order some for our guard training exercises.
Can recommend a few.
You said it's low calorie, right?
The tofu.
Hmm.
I was
That-
today
that's-
years old when I found out tofu is just coagulated soy milk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use.
I just found that out like when you said it.
You can also use a lot of other
Had-
types of legumes. You can use lentils.
Legumes?
Mhm.
Legumes?
Holy
It's not
shit.
vegan?
you-
Holy shit.
Let's go. Let's goose.
and the restraint.
I knew it was soy based, but I didn't know it was literally soy milk.
Yep, you coagulate it using a bunch of different types
Calcium
of
sulfate.
coagulants.
I just Googled that.
There's other ones you can use as well.
Yeah.
I believe you can use lemon juice
Huh.
if you're trying to do.
True,
you just
because
need-
like it does make it curdle.
you just need something that's going to be an acid to denature the proteins.
Not for nothing though. You don't necessarily want lower calories when you're like a guard type.
No, but that's just part of what it is. It's protein dense, but otherwise not calorically dense. So you just need to know that you need to supplement.
I want
Other
this
things.
conversation to be canon, so Lilia just knows all this shit.
I feel like Lillian knows Lillian knows a lot of like wildlife survival stuff. She was like raised in them woods.
But that was fucking specific.
The thing is, Lilia knows a lot of like modern word science, which is not always completely applicable like until like other scientific advancements have been done. And
yeah,
she
it's
got
more
it.
of-
She got
Yeah,
it
you
from a
take
sort of
the-
like contact other plane sort of context, so it caused her some brain damage, which explains the negative intelligence.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I sometimes I'm like, man, I need to actually just play like a base character at some point because my brain's just so full of stuff that's not relevant for this character.
For real.
Well, I think
So
if
it's
you
like,
just
you know-
take like the protein milk and you just add some sort of acid, it causes the proteins to denature. What's denature mean? I don't know.
I'm a barbarian, sir.
I both do know and I don't know.
Just go to
Yeah, it's
stare
like, I
at
don't,
you.
I don't fucking know shit, and I'm out here playing wizards. And Laura knows so much stuff, and she's played a barbarian.
I just didn't want to have to take notes. I wanted to be able to have very simple notes for this character, so my notes are usually just like noun and then like 3 adjectives, and that's my notes.
Dude, my notes from playing Octo were the bomb. It was like 6 words per session.
Yeah, it's kind of like I put a couple things, but it's like it'll just be like usually it's the names of people, and that's usually I feel like what
Yep.
Lily remembers is like the names of people anyway, and the rest of it's like, well, doesn't seem that relevant.
Yep. Anyway, so you guys have a pleasant dinner with Lucina while she is being shown that that the word of flavors perhaps is worth to be indulged perhaps at least once a month.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of us. I feel like Luna makes a big spread, and then it's just like everyone like trying to like give her like the next thing. Oh, just like try this one. What about this one? Try this one. What do you think about this one?
Eventually, she will be like, "This is going over my daily calorie intake."
I mean, that's okay every now and then.
If I am to stay in optimal form, I must regulate my protein and calorie intake accordingly, as well as
Well,
fats
if we
and
get into
several
a
other
fight
things.
tonight, you'll burn it off.
That's true. Just think
That
of
is
this
all.
as like preparing for a long marathon.
Yeah,
That is
no,
already accounted for.
Oh, so you take into account getting into fights regularly, or was that just for today?
I am taking into account the fact that I might get into combat today. Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to know if it was a regular thing or a today thing.
No, if it happens unexpectedly, I will then compensate in my next meal.
You are a monster of efficiency.
Simply treat it as part of my duties.
No, don't get me wrong, it's a compliment. Just goodness, every day. It's exhausting watching. No, I think I've managed to think out the modifications I'll have to make for you to wear your armor with a more regal appearance. So we should get going.
True. By the time we change into our outfits, it'll probably be almost time for the ball.
Rala, don't eat mushrooms you find in the trash. That's a different type of mushrooms.
Yeah, they're all gross though.
They're not all gross. You're just young and haven't developed the taste for it yet. Or maybe you just don't like it and you don't. And you can only find out once your taste buds are done developing. And have you tried Meisel's mushrooms, or are you just saying they're gross without trying?
They're gross.
The
Have you tried
mushrooms-
them?
They're
The
gross.
mushrooms Lucina was eating seemed like they were trying to eat her back.
They're trying to eat her back?
Tarala.
To raw.
They're gross. I don't even
Does
wanna look
Rala
at 'em.
tell me that, or is she just gonna keep saying they're gross?
They're gross.
Well, I'm not gonna force you to eat mushrooms, but have you ever tried Meisel's mushrooms?
No. They're gross.
Is there a
Don't want
reason?
'em.
Have you ever eaten mushrooms?
You forced her to eat mushrooms like a couple days ago.
Oh, in that case, it's been a long time since we last
Yeah.
talked about dinner. In that case,
You
Aluna
keep
would
track of that.
yeah no. In that case, Aluna wouldn't actually have bothered with that whole thing. She wouldn't bother Rala to not try again. If she says they're disgusting, that's fine. As long as she's tried it. Is there a vegetable you do like, Rala?
Some things you don't need to try to know they're gross.
No, she did try it though.
And fried
But-
potatoes don't count.
What if you mash them?
Okay. We're
What
getting
about
somewhere.
corn?
On the cob?
Yeah. Corn's good.
I just whispered to Maisel, it says, you're gonna just have to start putting things into some of the meat that she eats.
What about zucchini?
I don't think she would have actually ever encountered zucchini. You know,
Now I'm thinking
Orphanage
about it.
isn't
This is
that
a very
great,
cold
so.
climate. Now that I think about it, I don't know. Well, maybe
Not
It's a-
the most rich orphanage either. So
that's
Hmm.
fair. Potatoes and
mythical
corn feel
plant.
pretty on brand.
I was gonna say.
Do you
All right.
like tomatoes?
Do you like going to balls?
I've never been to one.
We'll
Don't
be
let
going
this be
soon.
the. Don't let this be your litmus test for a ball. Though I don't think you'd enjoy them.
Well, if it's anything like the hospital, it's probably not gonna be fun. Well, maybe a
You
little
didn't
fun.
have fun?
I mean,
I'm.
it was fun, kinda. Not like all of it though. Like the just kind of like flail her arms to mimic whatever weird tentacly stuff that everyone saw. That wasn't that great.
No. I'm hoping it's just a smidge better than that. If it is, I'll take it.
I think I felt my heart pump a few beats in the hospital. It usually doesn't.
You made it pulse real slow when I listened to it the first time.
I was doing that on purpose.
I know, it was very sweet of you.
Let it be known, I think my cat fell asleep with his eyes open.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
Take a picture.
Yeah,
did.
picture it didn't happen. We head to Lukina's mom's place. Aluna has all the things ready for everyone. I just finished the arts for everyone. And the fact that Lucina was going to wear her armor is the thing I had to take out for right now. So I just finished that too.
Wait, cat.
What the fuck?
What the dog
That's
doing?
Bro,
that's an orange right there. That's a
Yes.
that cat's
That's not even
gotta-
just like with the eyes open. Like that's a whole. There's a lot more going on to that.
Uh-huh. He's fully upside down.
Full twist.
I love that so much.
that's a very orange you've got there.
Uh-huh. When I got him, he was pure white, like fully snowcat. And then he turned orange, and so did his brain.
Oh boy. Just,
You know, Father,
just
I looked into the
dial-up
mirror
noise.
recently, and
Mhm.
I think I should be a little bit more insane. What? Grr. Derpy.
Evolution said
So-
this one needs to be dumber.
You guys head to Winterland first, and it's closed like formally, but the it's like the smaller door is open, and Vanessa is waiting for you at the door as she catches sight of you all headed there. You had Lukina at the back, right? So the others don't escape.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. As you're approaching, she kind of like eyes you, the group of you, and waves. Oh, good evening. Please, come inside.
Bow lightly, head in.
You all, I presume, head inside the store. Lukina going in last, as she does. She, Vanessa turns to her like, "Oh, hello, Lukina. It's been a while." Lukina just sort of like, not like a full, hip curved bow, but she like bows with her head, like, "Mother." And goes in. Vanessa closes the door and then begins bringing out all of your dresses that are so like set on mannequins that are basically the same height as you guys and with similar frame as well.
Right. So, according to the measurements, they should all be pretty well fitting. But just to be on the safe side, I can't have you showing up in Windren furs accoutrements and not have you looking your very best. So, if you will, please. The changing rooms are over there, and you can just come back here when you're finished.
Luna pushes the girls, all of them, in together. Now to braid her hair. Tie here, Julie there. She puts a green necklace, green gemstone necklace around Lilia's neck. Rala already has her bracelet. She just starts tying their hair. I would describe all these, but I didn't spend all this time making them to not just show them. So I'm just gonna show who wants to go first.
Since you've
You
heard of
should
the girls
choose.
inside.
Yes, between the gals.
Yeah, no, I feel like Giller's choice.
Here's choice.
You're
Let's
the one
do-
torturing us. So
Let's do Lilia's first. She gets pushed out first for everyone to see.
She's being given birth to. She got pushed out.
Wow.
Her hair's braided with some nice red ribbons. It's a German type of dress, I believe.
Yeah, it's a drindle.
It's a drindle. She's wearing a drindle. Has her arms covered up.
That doesn't sound like a real word.
Yeah, I mean German.
Say it in German sounds even less weird.
A
I mean, less
drindle.
real, sorry. Drindle.
Drundel.
Called the sleeves. Actually, I think works out for Lilia very well. Shows off like her frame and her shoulders, her muscles.
And it covers up the wolfishness.
Yes, completely covers up the wolfishness. The ribbon I found out while looking into dirndls, by the way, if it's on a certain side, which the side is on the right there, it means they're taken. I think it means engaged, but in this case, we're just like, fuck it, close enough. There's no in betweens with people in the old ways, so we're just gonna fuck it, we ball. And yeah, and then that's Aluna's personally picked out necklace that she has for her.
Yep.
Now, Rala's an interesting one. I have two for Rala. I would have only put in one, but I want Idol's opinion. I remember you telling me blanketly that Rala's favorite color is orange, right?
yes.
Aesthetically, Aluna really likes her in blue. So I did a blue one. I think it was I did a blue and white one just because. But in the end, I ended up settling a lot on the orange. And we have Rala. She's very cute.
Her hair's so straight.
It is so straight. It probably took all of Luna's power of prestidigitation and legitimately she probably had to soil the hair straight and then heat it up and then like do all these things, sort of like straighten and clean it out and get all the knots out.
Get the what out?
Knots. Or split ends, whatever you want.
Not
to call
nuts.
them.
Nods.
Not nuts. Nods. No, I nodded at her head.
Why did you have to say that now?
She has a big bow tied in the back. I didn't show it on this one, but there should be a braid around the back, or that's sort of similar to the way that Luna ties her braid. Majorly orange, sort of like fluffy, poofy dress. It looks so girly on Rala. She probably looks nothing like she usually does, but Aluna lets her keep the goggles because she thinks it kind of works with the look.
The
And then
goggles would
obviously,
never come off anyway. Ever.
Yeah, she figured that was the non-negotiable heading into it, and yeah, that didn't leave on mine. So yeah, that's Rala's dress. I was gonna add more to it, but it's already kind of busy. So that's what it is now. Shalina got it? Yeah, I'm gonna save Lucina's for last because I'm still deciding which one I like best. In the last 10 seconds of now. Luna's is going to be very familiar to anyone that watches anime. It's not even subtle. I wasn't gonna try to be.
Dun, 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 dun. There,
Classic black and gold.
gorge.
It is yours, dress. A little bit modified. I had
Yeah,
to
I
do.
was gonna be like, that's just Spy X Family.
It is. It is yours, halter dress. I did a bit of modifying at the waist, jewelry, and like the gloves. The lace gloves. I think that was pretty much Idol's idea, and then the boots. I added in some of the jewels and stuff as well. But it's a pretty black halter dress. It's backless. It has the gold on the rose gold on the to accent it, the red rose printing on the inside. Rose makeup. It's a Luna. We all know what she was gonna come into it with. It was not shocking. And now Lucina's. Lucina's is the one that I had to do right now. And Luna had to fuss a bit with some of the things that she was wearing. But it keeps pretty much all the armor and just sort of takes some of the things that came from the regular suit. Sort of a tasseled cape. I'm gonna personally put that blue rosary on her pin on her neck. Blue sash going around. It's all it's very much customized to look sort of like ceremonial, but then also
Ooh.
like I will throw this cape off and
Fuck your day up.
pretty much. I'm gonna show the suit one off because I worked a long time on it and it never came. But first I'll do the boys because I don't know where I put that Lucina one. I made a little something for Noah because you didn't really give me much to go on. But I thought that he might like something like this. You can tell me if one of these, if you want one of these, because it's sort of dealer's choice on your end. But she got him a fur-lined cloak that is textured in a way of like ice, and that snowflake bow tie, and then an ice crown. That's up to you. She probably pulled out his buttons for these snowflake.
I
Just
look
sort of-
ridiculously fucking pretty. What the fuck?
Hey, listen.
Guys, like, Noah is the fucking face of this group. Unbelievable.
Don't speak so soon.
Whoa.
The twink is still left. Shit.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm very proud of how this one turned. I wish I could clean it up, but I just started. I finished it today. I finished it like not that long ago, and I couldn't clean up the way I do. But I'm gonna stay very on theme with my Zell's look. I wanted to do something more androgynous, but it was a little tough. I ended up keeping a lot of his armor bits because I wanted, sort of combat ready look. And a very autumn inspired half dress.
God damn.
You're
Yeah.
fucking gay, cunt.
I was very proud of this one. The way the leaves came out on the dress was very pretty. It's very fey. I wanted to really sort of dig into that. He is also fey. I wanted to make it the most out of everyone's. Everyone else is a little bit more down to earth, but Myzel he sticks out, and so that
I like
was,
it. That's very cool.
yeah.
That's very cool. The only thing missing in mine are the sunglasses.
Oh shit! I forgot you had sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
What
I feel like
what
sunglasses are gonna ruin that fit, brother.
Yeah, can you
What
get some
kind of
Ray-Bans?
what kind of sunglasses are they?
Imagine
Right.
Gojo's.
Gojo's?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a sec, actually.
Simple, round, all black.
Round glasses. We can do that a little later. But yeah, that's everyone's looks.
This is Noah.
Get out.
Luna definitely did everyone's hair. It definitely took a minute with Rala's. I think everyone else's. Well, actually, it may have taken a little bit with Lilia too.
Yeah.
How well
It
does
took
he?
a little bit to brush.
Yeah, she probably has like really like thick hair. I imagine.
Yeah. There's just a lot of it.
Yeah. So it's everyone's hair, because everyone's jewelry on, everyone fitted.
What the fuck, Naka?
I fucking love the Gohan meme. Like he's just staring at like boobs or butts.
Oh god.
That's Noah, always staring at boobs or butts.
I had never seen that. That's so good.
It's a very Brazilian thing. I think it's a Latin American thing in general because there's a lot of it in Spanish too. But
God.
in Brazil they do it a lot.
What color are
It's so
the
good.
frames? Are they blue, red,
Everything's black.
black?
All black.
Black
Alright,
glasses.
Actually,
so
make
as you
them
guys-
white. Make
As
the
you guys all
frames white.
emerged in your new outfits for this ball, Vanessa, kind of like as each of you emerges from the changing room, she gives like this approving look, and you can see that there's a very tangible sense of pride in her own work. You just look absolutely stunning, and I must say, I can't claim credit for all of it. Of course, your friend here has very good taste, and she had many of these pieces made to order, catering especially to your forms, and I'm very satisfied with how they came out. Like, no, let me just.
Oh, darling, you did a wonderful job, especially with the time crunch. I know 6 different items on short notice isn't a very easy thing to do. Trust me.
Well, it was a little bit of a hectic time for all of us here, but I do have very talented tailors in my team, and dedication is not in lack at Wind and Furs. So you can count on us for such things. Now let me just take a look here, and she goes over to like Lilia's outfit. See that the corset is adjusted, like not too tight that it's going to just snap the moment her abs like flex a little bit or anything like that. That there's that it's form fitting, but there's just enough give for a girl of her stature to be able to move around and everything.
That the under chemise is going to, leave me not exposed.
Yeah, she's like, no, darling. Yes, it's fine. I know that you are.
Like, I know this corset's, it's not gonna last. It's gonna break off.
No. We've taken measures. It's going to be fine.
Okay.
I know that you're not used to this kind of environment, this kind of movement, but we kept all of that in mind. It's a good beginner-friendly piece, if you will, honey.
I think
So-
internally, Aluna does feel bad knowing that it is going to get ruined somehow.
Yes, not by Lilia's own hand necessarily, but still.
Not even by her own hand, but even if she transforms, like it's gonna be something.
Yeah, like
It's just like this-
some deadly
the
object is
reassured
going to
just
be
like-
swung at her.
Yep, sure, it's gonna be fine.
And now to the little miss. She goes over to Rala, makes sure that the dress is tied up properly, checking all the stuff in a sort of way of like, oh, children usually don't
know how to set this up properly, so let me just make sure everything is in place. You will make quite the fine lady once you grow up a little bit more, darling.
She's just
That is
creepy. Like embarrassed / mortified and just like I don't know, like tugging on her clothes all the time, just like I'm so uncomfortable.
Luna's definitely crouched near her, just like so like, this is my dress up doll. Like you look so cute like this.
Yeah, she makes sure not to do anything excessive. Once she sees that you're a little awkward at at this kind of thing, she's like, no, just ease into it. You'll get used.
Luna Shador has no reservations. She's a little closer to Rella, and Rella, all of it.
Yeah. As for you, she just makes sure that Luna's like letters are similarly to Lilia, like not tight enough to keep the whole fit together, but not too tight that they're gonna snap at any more elaborate dance moves or something, which is what she imagines you will be doing today. She's like, but I see I don't need to worry too much here. You do know how to dress yourself well.
This is amazing work. It even goes with the cloak that I already bought from you to stay warm on the way to the party.
Yes, yours was a more elaborate one. I must say, one of my ladies would not enjoy revisiting this piece, but in my case, and she'd just make sure that all of the leaves are like they're not entangled, they're flowing together well, everything is fine. How is it for the wings, dear? Do they move well?
Yes, the back is quite open, so there's no problems there.
Okay. Can you spread a little bit, like do some flapping motions?
Kind of a little cramped in the room, probably, but my Zell will kind of make some space and like stretch out the wings
Okay.
and move them in the right motion.
I had never really done a piece for someone with wings before, but I think it did come out quite nicely. Thank you very much. Your wings, really, they need no decoration. They are very pretty as they are. Now, and she goes over to Noah. Very regal looking outfit. You know, in some places it would be an absolute crime for you to wear a crown like that, but here it's fine. We have no kings.
Now you do.
Love the attitude, dear. Keep it up. She kind of like goes over, like takes a look at the jacket is on straight. All of the buttons are neat. The tie is like immaculate. Good. Yes, it suits you quite well. How old are you again, honey?
I have a little bit of panic in my eyes as I look over at Luna. Kind of lower my sunglasses
Mal's
just a little bit.
22.
22.
22. Yes, from your face, it's what I presume, but there's just, I don't know, there's something about it, this ancient look to it. I think you're probably a very mature person.
Maybe I just need to sleep a little bit more.
Oh, have you not been getting enough sleep? Doesn't really show in
Mm.
your complexion.
No. He snores and I kind of point at my Zell.
My
well.
Zell just instantly looks very indignant. I do not.
Everyone's
Perhaps
talking about it.
Oh, well, you can help those kinds of things sometimes, but perhaps invest in some earmuffs. They will keep your ears warm and also provide some silence.
Maybe I'll use the cork board we have.
Oh goodness, not the cork word again.
Ah, yes, sure. But
Have
well,
you
but
heard of the Windblume yet?
I could put some thumbtacks in your ears.
Boys behave. Not a man of company.
well, but you take care of yourself. Sleep is very important, you know.
Yes. I try to get as much as possible of it every night.
Luna's giving you such a fucking head eye.
Yeah, she kind of like looks sharply at you, but doesn't say anything. And then she goes over to Lucina, sort of. Let me just see if this cape is on. Snugly. Lucina just kind of like looks at her like it is adequately fastened. Oh well, I'm sure it is, but you know, on the back side, maybe you haven't quite been capable of checking. And she goes over and like make some very inconsequential adjustments to the cape. Ties the rows just a little bit tighter and in a slightly more like the firmer angle. Drapes Lucina's hair a little bit better over the cape. All in all, observes a little more close. Not the Noah meme. Just like observes the whole thing a little bit closer, and Lucina doesn't complain, but she has an air about her of like it's just clothes. How, like, why is this important? But Vanessa just kind of like checks like if her armor is fitting well. She also as for Lucina's like the previous outfit that she was supposed to wear, she didn't have to wear armor. She does find a way to like incorporate at least a little bit of that underneath, you know, like as this sort of layer between like the leather armor that she usually wears and the plate armor itself, in a way that it's not going to freeze, but allows for the armor to be over everything and serve its function. Well,
I tell you, you've fidgeted with me for endless amount of times. Why is this necessary? It feels tight there.
well, for excellence in all things, as our shop usually wants to ensure the highest possible quality, and she gives all of you a once over. I think we're settled on that front. Oh, just one more thing, dear. Lucina was ready to slip away, but she kind of like holds her. Oh, let me just kind of gets one of her bags. Like she has like a bag where she was getting a few tools from, like needles, threads, etc., in case you needed to make some finer adjustments. But from this bag, this time she produces like this gold-colored like tiara with a gem, like a small like sapphire gem on the center of it. She looks at Lucina like, well, this was what I wore the first time I went to one of these balls. Oh, it must have been a good 25 years ago or something along those lines, but, well, it's well preserved. She looks at her, like holding the tiara a little bit like, can I? Lucina doesn't quite seem like she gets it, but goes like, as you wish, and lowers her head. Vanessa places the tiara
around her, and it really does like fit. It fits her head well for a start, but it fits Lucina's like aesthetic on the whole, like both the sapphire and the silver coloration of the tiara. It's a nice addition.
I have to say, really does suit her.
It does, doesn't it? I thought it might. Well, that's, I believe, everything I had to add. I think all of you look fantastic, honestly. And I hope you have fun at this ball.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you've been quite the help. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your assistance, Mother. Oh, it's fine. Please always rely on us for any needs of this sort again. And well, take care out there. Many things can happen in the ball, and well, for a first time, I know it can all be very exciting. So just return at a reasonable hour.
I only promised to bring them back without any issue.
Gives you an unusually sharp glare.
Hides behind Lucina. Lucina's
Lucina
very
doesn't really
responsible.
say anything.
Luna just says, Lucina is very responsible.
As I am aware, but well, just take care, have fun, in a responsible manner.
Of course. We'll file out, start strutting our way towards the place.
The Maximoff Manor.
The Maximoff Manor.
Gonna
I'm sure we'll
follow
probably
you
have to.
just
How far away is it?
store. It's
Not
not very
far.
far from where you are.
You know, if we do have to fight in these and we survive, she might kill us for destroying them.
That's why she won't find out what happened to the thing.
Can you not use magic to repair them?
You're right, never mind. She won't have to worry about these things.
As long as the damage isn't too great.
Nikina, has your mother, when you were growing up, was she particularly against you joining the guard?
No.
Did she tend to worry over you?
When do you mean?
Well, I imagine when you became Lady Commander, or maybe when you're rising the ranks to become Lady Commander.
I did not know. I was living at the barracks at the time. I did not see much of my mother.
Ah.
When I was a child, she always felt sad looking at me.
Ah,
Yeah. I understand.
honestly, that's like that's like you understand in a way that you cannot possibly imagine.
Or a way that can be put into words.
Yeah, I was like,
I feel
yeah,
like there's
couldn't
probably
even-
just a moment between the two of them, like, yeah.
No. She didn't look that sad to see you today. I don't think.
She was.
Huh. Was it
Was that the only emotion?
only at you, or do you think there's a chance she could have been sad with herself too?
I don't know. All I know is that my mother could never stand to look at me for very long.
Did it seem like she had trouble staring at Lucina this time around?
Make an insight check, retroactively.
Can't be a history. That's kidding.
No.
It was like a good 10 minutes ago. I don't know. Myzel.
Difficult to tell, yes.
True.
What Myzel to do all my insight checks for me.
Can I want to do an insight check, but they kind of judge. Is it because she wishes that Lucina was like her own daughter, or just?
Lucina is her own daughter.
I thought, not biologically, right?
No, it's
She's
Marco
not
is
Marco's
not.
daughter,
Yeah.
biologically. Vanessa fucked some alley cat.
Damn.
Okay. I thought she was Marco's daughter biologically, someone else's.
No,
Okay.
it's the opposite.
Never mind.
Yeah. But for some reason, Marco seems to be highly
Fond of her.
fond of her.
Invested in a way.
Invested in a way that does not make sense considering it wasn't even your biological daughter. This feels strange.
Then can I read into whether it seems like she feels guilty about cheating on Marco and having Lucina?
Well, you can roll an insight check. As far as we can get with those. When she was kind of like taking measure of Lucina, looking at her in her dress and giving her the tiara, you could see like a small wince of pain in her eyes, kind of like a twitch of her eyes when she, as she looked at Lucina, and you could also tell that Lucina could see that too.
Mm-hmm.
She was just not reacting to it. But there was, in the way that she was dressing Lucina for the party and giving her like the sort of like heirloom from herself, and also saying like, take care, don't have responsibility. Like, she wasn't saying that to either of you. She doesn't. It's not that she doesn't give a shit. Like you guys are cool, but she was mostly saying it to Lucina. But it had this sort of like awkwardness to it. Like, she's not very used to doing very motherly things, and also being a little apologetic about it. Like, she's trying to make amends for something indirectly.
Was
But
it giving
that
Lilia
part-
Mom vibes?
Giving what?
Was it giving Lilia Mom vibes?
Lilia's mom was a little different.
That's true. She was. Oh yeah, because she was terrified to the core, and she still kind of doubled down on that.
Yeah,
I remember.
Lilia's mom was very protective of Lilia, and she never truly thought that she did something wrong necessarily. She just thought that the stuff that she had to do had caused some damage, which was regretful, but she didn't regret doing it.
Mhm.
In this case, there's not really
there's not that sense of like protectiveness necessarily. There's more like you can see that Lucina's presence upsets her, but she's also attempting to do like to overcome that in at least like a minimal way. But you're not sure that this second part is reaching Lucina fully, or if or if it is, she's not reacting to it.
I don't know anything about your past, but Vanessa is trying. So maybe just be open to it.
She kind of like glances at you sideways. I don't much see the point, but well,
Family's important, especially when you don't have a lot of people on your side within the guard or within the town, in spite of all you've done for the city. I think she's on your side.
is she?
I get the vibe that that she still cares and like wants to help, even if there's some painful memories, right?
I was mostly raised by other people that she paid to raise me. And as soon as I was of age to go to the guard, there were no complaints about me doing so. I would sooner place my bets at me having allies within the city guard that I command than from a household that did not quite raise me.
Have you ever asked?
No.
Luna sort of twirls her hair a little bit and looks at Akina and Mizell, actually. I'm not really like you two. Akina, you're in touch with how people feel. Mizell, you can sniff out a lie just by the way that someone slightly changes their tone. I'm not very aware of people in that same way. So I always make a point to ask people how they're feeling, what they think of me. And maybe they lie, and maybe I don't catch it. Maybe we misunderstand each other. Or maybe they say something wrong and I say something. But we try. Sometimes we regret. Sometimes we try again. I think you'd be surprised at people that would die for you. If you asked them on the spot. Or if the moment arised. Maybe she wouldn't. But I don't think she hates you, Lakina. But I'm not a great person for this conversation. I didn't even know my mother.
It seems that went well for you.
I think I don't know if Lucina passively sort of does that emotional feeling thing. But I think there is a very strong it's almost like a combination of exasperation and you know when something's like so sad it's almost kind of funny to you? There's a sense of loneliness that sort of radiates from Aluna. Does it look lit? Well, I guess I'm doing my job.
She quickly amends, like, I mean, in terms of results, you are a capable individual.
Looking at a bit of advice from, well, I'd like to think I'm your friend. Results aren't everything. They never are.
She gets a bit quieter and just continues walking.
And not for nothing, I think Aluna said that sort of for everyone. Not just Lucana. I feel like it's something that everyone probably.
Also, to address in part what Myzel said, over the course of today, it does seem like people's the public opinion on Lucina has improved somewhat.
Oh, cool.
Good.
The news of what happened at the sanatorium have spread around town. The town crier was telling everyone about it, and it was like seemingly became like a bit of a big deal. And for better or worse, for you guys, most of the credit is being handed to her.
I think
Completely.
keeping low profile is kind of the way to go. As low as we can keep one.
And so for this, I don't care about accolades at all.
That too. That's the least of my concerns.
But barring any other conversations, you guys are clear to head to Maximoff Manor, as it is now almost time for the ball. And when I say time for the ball, well, the time that is on the invitation is for the sort of like reception for the ball, right?
Mhm.
Like the ball itself is going to happen like the hour after the starting hour, sort of. But there will be, like, you know, cocktails and snacks, a little bit of mingling before.
Should we arrive, I think the term is fashionably late, a little bit? I don't know how
Do-
important we are.
Do I get the sense that this is a fashionably late type of vibe, or is it like, no, be on time, please? The doors close.
From what you can gather, it's a sort of like, as long as you're there, like you're not more than half an hour late, it's fine. But please don't be like actually late. Please be there like a little bit before the ball starts. If you're not there by the time the ball starts, the gates are going to be closed.
Yeah. We don't have to be right on time, but we should leave ourselves a little bit of time to mingle. We don't know how many people there are innocent, guilty, dangerous.
We should do our best to find that out as we mingle.
And it would give you more time to snoop around. I know how you do love to snoop around.
I don't know if I'd call it snooping.
What did you do to the church again? I'm
I don't
assuming you
know.
didn't just walk in there and find out that information.
I don't know. Did Myzel? I don't think Myzel told anyone about like going and sneaking into the church's secret books yet.
I thought you
Not
told
that
us
far.
something relevant about it, but maybe not. I thought you gave us information you could get from the church, but maybe I'm misremembering that.
I don't remember.
The statement still stands. You like snooping. I know you do. I don't need to know about the church to know that. Yeah. Is it a good place to stop?
Hmm?
Is this a good place to stop?
Yeah.
I didn't want to call
Just
it.
waiting for you guys to finish that piece of dialogue, but as soon as you get to the again to the large fancy gates of Maximoff Manor, which are now open, this beautiful engraving of a red fish
It fish.
greeting you. What?
Nothing.
Greeting you, and a couple of bouncers as well, like checking a guest list. That is, and also like unlike when you visited earlier in the day, now the many of the curtains are open and there are lights on. The place seems lively, and there are other fancily dressed guests arriving. Some of whom you may have seen earlier in the day, since you were investigating around the rich district after all. But
How much better do we look?
Oh, you definitely look better than a good number of them, but many of them also, like, you know, there are no slouches.
Ah, okay, yeah.
But yes, that is where we're going to drop it off for today. We pick it up next week with the ball and everything that might entail there.
The balls.
Ball's gonna drop.
Thank you very much for your presence tonight.
Just our presence, nothing else.
Your presence
Yeah. Thanks for toughing.
and some of the things you said. Not
Only
all
some
of them.
not all of them.
Yes.
No, that's fair. That's valid.
I would never dare to thank you for all of the things that you have said.
Coward.
For some of them, I regret hearing.
Thank you for toughing it out. I know you're not feeling the greatest.
Yeah, you're a real pog gem for that one. Thanks.
Pop jam.
No problem.
Pop.
Yeah.
The fuck?
You really just say
2035, bro.
why'd you do
Yeah,
that?
you're welcome.
Do you know how stressed you made me when you told me Lucy never knew? I should have seen it come. It's kind of my fault. But when you told me she wanted to wear her armor, I was like, fucking damn it.
I was conflicted about it because it was like, ah, man, if I make Lucina wear the armor, like it's gonna invalidate like all of the plans for the suit, but at the same time, it's out of character for her to not insist on bringing the armor.
Listen, after going through that whole thing with the goddamn rations, I couldn't even be mad about it. I was like, this is the person I'm dealing with. I don't know why I thought anything else was gonna suffice.
Yes, I sometimes wonder if I'm overdoing it with her. I'm like, this woman is an animal. This is no longer human being behavior. She's so civilized, she's an animal.
Yeah, I was just like, I think really what hit it for me was with myself was just like, I think food is the thing for everyone. It's kind of like, yo, you don't enjoy food, my guy? Like, come on, like take care of yourself. Ugh.
Guys, I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, same. I'm
I
gonna
also
take this
have-
extra 30 minutes of sleep as
Yeah.
a gift and a present.
Have a wonderful time.
Presents.
Well, good night and see you tomorrow for most of you.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, is the Monday? Did the Monday reschedule to Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because Han was a mistake.
It's not
Yeah,
my fault.
y'all's schedule's been cursed as hell, hasn't it?
It's
Insane,
like
man.
if
Insane.
it's
Speaking
like
of which,
it's between the two of them. One gets sick, the other gets sick. One
yeah.
can't come, the other can't come, and we can't do it without either one.
Yep. Speaking of which, I'm
So
gonna
tough.
be busy on the 29th.
Oh
Ahead
my
of time.
lord.
We already said that. We knew that one was coming.
I knew that one, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
Bye, y'all. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Night
Night.
night.